Hey guys, I'm not gay, and I'm wearing gloves because my hands get cold really easily. That was just my FAQ really quickly. You know when you like don't tell someone something and for like a really long time, and like eventually it gets to the point where if you told them it's gonna be awkward. So yeah, my parents are here and I'm doing my stand-up, and I legitimately I didn't put like 2 and 2 together. I was gonna be like, this isn't gonna be weird, and I was like, I got here and they're there, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna be weird. But I mean, my dad has a beard, so he's going to enjoy it more than normal. So, for those of you who don't know, I've been here for a while, and I took a rather longish break. And ever since I came back, my life has just gone down the tubes. Like, it was like if like we're here, I'm like sitting now, and like I came back, I like wanted to make it a surprise. I was gonna be like, everyone's going to be so surprised and also happy to see me. And then I got there, and the first thing that I get is, you aren't supposed to be here. And I'm like, I mean, technically I am because I signed up for it. But like, hey, apparently you make the rules now. And I'm sitting there with my whiteboard in hand. And then I get to the back to be informed that prop comedy is apparently, and I haven't heard of this, the worst form of comedy. I went to a comedy competition. I didn't do my research and with a prop, and I didn't realize that prop comedy was in fact the worst form of comedy. Are you kidding me? I could have. So yeah, basically, this show is going so much better than the last one. And you know, I say that because the last show, I was the host of that, and after it finished, well, he's the guy who like runs everything here. He was like, the last show, it was good, but the transitions are sloppy, and I'm like, I'm the one who's in charge of that.
Oh no!
So like, you know, also if my voice sounds a little weird, it's because I'm going through puberty, and also I was screaming earlier. So, my girlfriend broke up with me. On a lighter note, she sent me on the day that it happened, she sent me a text, and the first thing she said was, "Are you okay?" Which I'm pretty sure probably should. If you're breaking up with someone, you probably shouldn't ask how they are, because if they answer yes, you're gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna make them feel bad. And if you answer no, then they're gonna be like, oh God. I probably picked the worst option because I said yes and no, which is just like the worst of both worlds. So like if they're happy, they're not going to be, and if they're not, they're really not. So she came over and she was clearly stalling, and I was like, I like sort of like knew what was going to happen, and also because I had like the same idea. I shouldn't say break up. I should say we went back to being friends because we're still friends, and. We're still friends. Aw, so wholesome. And she came over, and eventually she like got to the point where she was about to break up with me. So she, of course, like any logical person would do, she started squatting. I almost wish I was making this up, but it is very funny. So she was having a very hard time saying it. She said I, and I was like, are you going to finish the rest of the 5 words? And then at that moment, I realized now, I could have broken up with her. Imagine if you're breaking up with someone and then they suddenly say, in the middle of you breaking up with them, stop, hold on, I'm breaking up with you now. Well, that would have been amazing and would have solidified my place as the alpha male for all of history. Someone would be like, oh, I'm a very manly man. I was like, well, did you break up with someone while they were breaking up with you? Didn't think so.